Success is something we all strive for, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Sometimes it can leave us broken, defeated. But if you believe and you have £86 million to spend over a summer, you too can make a difference. You can change and become a brand new person. Improved. Bottle Job, the new fragrance from Munch. I hope you all enjoyed that advert. I really hope this year we win something. Hello all, welcome to Season 2 of my FM20 Arsenal save. MikeRo here at the helm, and of course we've got Manchester United to start the season away at Old Trafford, obviously. Could it get any easier? No, it couldn't, because we've got Chelsea at home afterwards. We're only going to have the United game today, but you know what a new season means. It means new personnel, new targets, and in this case, also new hierarchy. It's still worth noting that Stan Kroenke is the owner, but we have a new chairman, Lewis Huddart, and he has been on the phone to me saying that basically I really need to up my game this year and that top 4 is the bare minimum of what is required this season. Obviously we achieved that last year, but this year I want to be involved in a full-on title race. Last year we were near there or thereabouts. We still finished 10 points off the lead at the end of the season. This year I want that to be within at least 3 to 5. And then obviously next year is when we make the big jump and become Premier League champions. Obviously I'll take it this year if it happens. To do that though, I've needed to strengthen the squad and it's been a very busy window. Let's start with the outs, shall we? We may as well start with the big one. Alexander Lacazette is gone. It has not gone down well with the fans. I don't know how well it's going to go down with you guys, but he has gone 55 million. I sold him for to Barcelona. I think there are add-ons depending on how many goals you get, which could rise to around about 60 million, I think. A little bit disappointed in the amount of money that I got for him, but at the end of the day, I kind of got priced out of it. Barcelona were the only team that felt like they could afford him and could afford his wages. So I had to take it to get the money in for extra players. He obviously played quite well for us. 39 goals and 100 appearances for a player of his calibre. He probably is a player that could be doing better and maybe 1 in 2. 1 in 3 is decent, but 1 in 2 makes you top quality. And unfortunately, he just wasn't quite that for us. And the other really big one that's happened over the summer is that Socrates has gone. He has gone to Wolves, and we don't talk about that. It's almost become like a swear word in my flat. I forbid anyone from using the term. So anytime I watch a David Attenborough documentary, I mute it whenever I see some on TV. Yeah, played very well for us last year. Played kind of over and above his station, but at the end of the day, he wasn't really going to cut the mustard along with David Luiz at the back. We needed to get some fresh blood in. And as you saw in the last episode, I did say that I have bought, in my mind, a truly world-class centre-back, and he is his replacement. We'll get on to the ins in 1 minute, because there's one more big sell that we made. Sell? Sale. English Mike. Whingy Rob Holding. It's honestly, the guy just did not stop whinging. You brought this player in, is he going to replace me? Yes, Rob, because you're not as good as him. Why don't you stay and fight for your team and try not to get injured all the time? That'd be great. Like I said, that he didn't actually get injured in my save last year. But it's the principle that matters. Speaking of injuries, we've got a really gutting one, which I need to tell you about later. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's not talk about it. It's okay. Anyway, on with the ins. We'll start with the cheapest, which is Dominik Livakovic. He is coming from Dynamo Zagreb, playing very, very well indeed. He cannot possibly have conceded 17 goals and 98 appearances. That's a glitch, unless he is the best goalkeeper who's ever lived. Or the Croatian League is just that awful. Either way, 25-year-old is going to challenge Bernd Leno. Martinez is obviously left on a free because he was out of contract come the end of last season. And so I've brought in Livkovic. I'm going to move that because otherwise you can't see his attributes. But you look at it here, he's a very solid, capable goalkeeper. Martinez was a great deputy. This guy will be even better. We have 2 genuine Premier League number 1s now vying for their place in goal, which I don't think can be a bad thing. I know, original. Erling Haaland has come in. You know what? I bought him for £18.5 million, and you look at his attributes and you think, this kid's got everything. He is obviously the big wonder kid in this year's save. He is the Mbappe of this year's FM. He is just unbloody believable. Physicals to die for, mentals at this age that you would just give your left arm for. And his technical is not bad. 17 finishing is great. Heading 15 is good. Penalty taking 16 is excellent. I know about Lacazette's a very good player, but this boy could be something incredibly special. He's now valued at £44.5 million. I mean, that alone tells you how highly he is rated. He's got 13 pros, no cons. This boy is going to be incredible. I did say he was going to be my number one target during the summer in the last episode. Memphis Depay has now joined Arsenal in the left wing position. 26-year-old Dutch got a very good international goal to games record. 21 goals and 15 appearances for the Dutch. Got 46 and 124 for Lyon. Never really cut it at United, but he only had one season, and I think in the season he came in, it was always going to be difficult for him to do very well considering the circumstances. He's obviously gone off, grown, matured. He's still got room to improve, and I just look at him and think, this boy has got absolutely everything I want in a left winger. But he's not the actual main left winger I brought in. I brought him in mainly for variety. Who I brought in, it came out of nowhere, and you are going to absolutely love it. But first of all, I have to introduce you to our brand new centre-back. And this one I am very pleased about. Daniel Rugani. £40 million I spent on this boy. And now I look at him, I'm not sure if he's worth £40 million, but he is a very decent player. Obviously come from Zebra, who is basically Juventus. Okay, let's not lie. I'm not meant to say, but it's Juventus. Physically, very capable. Mentally, very decent. He could do a little bit more leadership. He's kind of going to have to sit alongside Milenkovic and David Luiz, I think, and they're going to have to tutor him a little bit. But he is probably the more technical defender of all of them back there. Heading of 15 is good. Marking 15. Tackling 14. Technique 12. Passing of 14. He's obviously a very technically gifted footballer, and at 26 years old, he is going to get better. But I do think he is a vast improvement on Socrates. I just think that this boy could be amazing. Now, the big signing, and this one took me even by surprise, if I'm honest. I never thought in a month of Sundays I'd be able to say this. Welcome to Arsenal, Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané of Manchester City, £49 million. They put him on the transfer list, and I just bought Depay, and I thought, I can't miss out on this either. So I've signed him. He is the out-and-out winger, not the inside forward on that left-hand side, which means that Depay is going to get to play as a number 10 up front or as a foil to Leroy Sané. It means that Smith-Rowe can now play anywhere along that front line where we have, and we've just got so much more depth now going forward. Goals were an issue last year. We didn't score enough. Defensively, we were very solid, but we didn't play the kind of entertaining attacking football as much as I wanted to. This will solve the problem. He is absolutely phenomenal. He is a wonderful player, 24 years old. He's only going to get better. Absolutely delighted. A bargain at 49 million. Bargain. And he will be playing today. We're actually third favourites to win the title behind Liverpool and Man City, so it's going to be a very interesting season now. Expectations are quite high for us. We've obviously gone up in estimations after our performance last year, and Manchester United, though, we have yet to beat them in this save. They've beaten us twice and we've drawn once, so can we overturn the Red Devils today? Bloody well I hope so. Oh, the injury. Oh, God, I've tried to mentally block it out. Well, Reece Nelson, we know, is injured for another 2 to 4 months because he did his cruciate ligaments. I can't even look at it. Said Kolasinac did his ligaments as well. He's out for 4 to 6 months. It's going to affect his pace. He's never going to be the same again. He's going to come back and he's going to have changed. And what am I going to do? Where are we going to live? What are the kids going to say? I don't know what to do. The lineup for today then is obviously without Kolasinac. Leno's in goal. Kieran Tierney, bloody well better stay fit this year or we are in serious trouble. Is at left back. Rugani, Milenkovic in the middle with Bellerin on the right hand side. Lucas Torreira, Delaney and Van de Beek make up the midfield three. Leroy Sané, Pepe and Aubameyang make up our new look front three. Erling Haaland is on the bench, as is Memphis Depay. Don't worry, they will get their chance. Also worth noting that Eddie Nketiah has come back and he will definitely play a part this year. He looks absolutely brilliant and could be a very good player for us this season. Right, so looking at United then, they have signed a couple of players, I think. Jordi Alba's there, but he's not happy. They've already managed to piss him off because apparently they've not strengthened the team like he wanted or brought someone in to help him settle. So he's a bit of a spoiled boy. I was going to get him, but I'm glad I didn't now because he seems like real hard work. He's playing at left back. Then they've got Milinkovic-Savic, which is a very decent signing. Him and Pogba struck me as a bit of a powerhouse midfield. Martial's on the right. James Rodriguez is that. Delightful. They've gone... James Rodriguez. Oh my God. I'm relatively confident we can win this game, though. They've got a powerhouse midfield, so do we. We've made no changes to the way that we are playing this year. Playing the exact same kind of control possession, play good football, but maybe this time we've got a little bit more going forward, a little bit more guile. Let's find out. This is a very big game to start the season. I hope that you're all excited for Season 2. I certainly am. Let me know what you think of the signings in the comment section. And of course, leave a like on the video if you're excited. And let me know how you think we're going to do, mainly because of the signings that I've made. But if we don't do well, it was not my fault. Well, we've had more shots, but they've been a lot more clinical with theirs in the sense that they haven't actually scored yet, but they've hit all 3 of them on target. So they've been a lot more accurate than we have, it is safe to say. One player who's unlucky to not play today is Joe Willock. He is definitely going to play a big part in the save this season. He's probably actually one of my best midfielders. In terms of like average rating, he always plays well for me, and I want him to have a big part of the season. And we've managed to win the ball back. I said we won the ball back here as James Rodriguez goes through, tries to get a debut goal. Not this time, mate, but we need to be better from Delaney there. He just gave the ball away stupidly. Torreira over a corner. We know his set-piece delivery is pretty good. That wasn't his best effort. Leroy Sané, though, for his first touch from camera, whips it in. Aubameyang heads it straight at Aubameyang. Oh, De Gea. Aubameyang heads it straight at Aubameyang. Be impressive to head it yourself, mate. What am I talking about? I think this looks dangerous for us here as Alba gives the ball back to Pogba. That's a superb ball over top. He's offside. Surely offside. Jota's scored, but that's offside. Surely! He's miles off! We're going to see it here. Look at this. He's miles off. What's the point in VAR? Oh, we're 1-0 down. I hate going to Old Trafford as Arsenal. We've absolutely battered them as well. This is so annoying. We've hit so many shots. We're having shot after shot at the moment, but we haven't had one highlight yet. Nothing of note apart from that Aubameyang header. As Rashford turns Bellerin again and then completely scuffs it wide. For God's sake, Hector. Pull yourself together, mate. Well, this isn't started the way I wanted it to. I'm going to get aggressive and say, come on, boys, show me something else in the second half. What is going on here? I might try and work it into the box a little bit more and get the overlaps going as well. I know it opens us up to the counter, but I think we've got to give it a go. And Sané's not been great today so far. To be fair, the one thing I didn't do in the summer, which I'd hoped that I had, was get more leaders in, but they're really expensive, and to kind of get the players that I needed to get, I needed to boost the quality of the actual squad and get the depth up this year, which I'd like to think for the most part I have. Maybe defensively we're a little bit short, but I think, considering how well we defended last year, that's not too much of an issue. The system works quite well. This is not going well though, right? I need to change this up. We're going to take Delaney off. He's not been very good. On comes Joe Willock. Van der Beek is going to come on. So I go to the box-to-box midfielder role. I'm also going to take off... I'm going to take Torreira off. I'm going to bring on Memphis Depay, and I'm going to stick him in that number 10 role in behind and get him playing as the shadow striker. Let's see how that works. Right, here we go. Pepe on a corner, whips it in. Nowhere. Harry Maguire's going to win those all day. Please don't give the ball away, guys. Willock, here we go. This is the magic man. Look at him speed away from blooming Martial here. Willock, good ball into Sané. Go on, mate. It's got to be a good ball. It's decent. Memphis, his first touch on an Arsenal shirt. Memphis, out to Hector Bellerin. Down the line, mate. It's there. Memphis. Bellerin, I'm sure Memphis would love to score a goal against United. Bellerin, back to Willock. Oh no, Joe, we worked it so well. Sané's growing into the game a bit more, which is good. We're getting a little bit more joy down the wings, and we've absolutely battered United in this game, so I'm not too worried really going forward about the system and the players. This just seems to be one of those mental blocks that Arsenal have. We just go to Old Trafford and go, we can't win. Oh, that's a great ball to Rashford, and guess what? Hector Bellerin's... Rashford. I mean, he's so OP in this game. How many people has he dribbled past there? 4, 5, 10, 20? The entire stadium? Chance. Come on, boys. I'd take a draw from Old Trafford every day of the week. For God's sake. Well done, Joe. Winning it back off bloody Rashford there. OP bugger. Right, Van der Beek to Willock. Great ball by Joe. Right. Good cross from Kieran here, please. You're just not Kolasinac, mate. No matter how hard you try, you just won't be Saeed for me. Just racking up their chances here. Come on, we've got to get something. Tierney! Oh! Nicholas Pepe scores again! Of course he does. His first goal of the season. Kieran Tierney, you can be my Kolasinac. What a ball in across the box. He fizzes it, I tell you. And Pepe steps onto it and whacks it. This would be a very good result. Great finish. Let's go and win this. Come on. We've been absolutely all over them. Look at the stats of this game. We've absolutely peppered them here like a peppered steak slice. And now I'm hungry. Piss off, Rashford. Bellerin's been just atrocious today. Rashford. misses. But Bellerin's had an absolute nightmare. You useless git. What are you doing? If there is one area where I know we are going to struggle, it is in the fullback thing. I tried to buy Reece James. I nearly got him on deadline day, but we didn't have the funds, and I wish that I got him now, but that's something to sort out in January. A 1-1 to start the season away at Old Trafford, considering we were behind and we've absolutely battered them. I'm going to assertively say you've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. Well done. They were unlucky not to win. I know that. Rescue relate draw. 29 shots to 13 and 53% possession to 47. Be off with you. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the Everton game and the first game of our Champions League group. I have no idea who we're going to pull out in the draw. It's going to be two big teams because I imagine we're going to be in the third tier because we didn't qualify first or second in our league. So I've got a bad feeling that we're going to get a very difficult group. But we're here to challenge ourselves, and let's face it now, we have got a squad that can pretty much cope, I think, with the majority of things that are going to be thrown at us. Thank you so much for watching the episode to the start of Season 2. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do leave a like, share and subscribe. Make sure you come up for the next episode. Leave me a comment to let me know what you think of my transfers. Rate them if you like. I always like rating things out of 10. It's always quite exciting to see what you all think. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you for the next episode when we start our Champions League campaign, stay cool.